We're in business, baby. We're in business, baby. Welcome to the world famous Check-in Report. I am your host, Truman Living. We're going to get to the festivities very short and soon.
Daddy wanna ride into the morning sun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She's wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? She's wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? Shut up your trees, she stay with the street.
We got to talk about Remy Ma. Are you mammies out there raising your sons and your young kings right?
I come for respect, I come for your neck, you know.
Or are you teaching your young kings to be hood boogers?
She on her knees, she just on the police. She know what it is, she from the hood. Bad was, I'm all in the car, popping a bra. She smoking the weed and drinking Douce.
I need to know.
Shawty wanna pull.
I need to know about you mammies' parenting skills.
When she ride on 4 Giottos and she know she dropped the bottle.
Are you raising these young kings? Or are you raising a demon in your household? I need to know.
Daddy wanna ride into the morning sun. Tryna tell me
We don't need more demons in the neighborhood.
tryna smoke while she home.
We need honest, hard-working, good, righteous black men in our neighborhoods. No more demons.
Even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only?
We're here to talk about it.
My seat with a recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one?
Ride around my side of town, girl, you know it's going down. You crazy. You just like to drive the boat, get dope, and stay wavy. You.
We don't need more demons in our neighborhoods. We don't need no more demons in our neighborhood. We need honest black men in our neighborhoods. We need to know what you black women are raising in your household. What are you raising? Let me run this back. No. Make sure you wipe your feet when you walk in the door. I think my computer just freezed for a second, but make sure you wipe your feet when you walk in the door. This is the check-in report, okay? This is the check-in report. Give me 1 second, y'all. Why is my thing disconnected? What is happening here? What's happening? What's going on here? Am I disconnected? What's going on here? What's happening here? Am I disconnected? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I got a lot of technical difficulties going on right now. Hold on. Hold on.
She all on the road, I'm right in the mist. She tell me how it is, she know what it is. I come in the vet, I come for respect. I come for your neck, you know what it is. I'm smoking the weed, that's side with D. She on her knees, she just on the police. She know what it is, she from the hood. Bad was, I'm all in the car, popping a bra. She smoking the weed and drinking Douce. Shawty wanna pull up. Shawty wanna pull up.
I think we back.
Saying that she not a bimbo when she ride on 4 Giottos and she know she dropped the bottle. Oh, she tryna pull up. Oh, she tryna.
I think we back. Let me know if y'all hear me out there. I'm looking at the chat right now.
Daddy wanna ride into the morning.
Salute to Sinclair.
Tell me love you.
I see you in the building, Sinclair.
She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love.
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? We good, okay.
My seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? Trees wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one?
Welcome to the Check-in Report, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, your gracious and humble host, True and Living. I'm not your homie, I'm the one and only macaroni. How you guys doing, man? You know, a little bit of technical difficulties in the beginning, but I'm here. We're here to talk about Remy Ma. Remy Ma, if you don't know the Bronx rapper. She got her start. Fat Joe, Big Pun, actually founded Remy Ma. Gave her a career, gave her a liking, gave her a chance to make some money in the hip hop industry. Her son has been charged with deleting someone. Charged with, a heinous act. I'm here to talk about it. Forgive me for hitting that thing too, because it's such a heinous crime, man. Deleting someone though, you would think that someone like Remy Ma, who probably really worked hard to give her son a better life, really worked hard to give her son things that maybe she didn't grow up with, right? She's from the Bronx. She probably grew up, two by the head, two by the feet, in the project buildings of the Bronx. She probably grew up hard. She worked hard to give her son a better life, but now he's being charged with deleting someone. And I have to ask the question, did Remy Ma fail her son? A lot of these hood mothers, and Remy Ma, respectfully, she's a hood mother, right? Just the way she carries herself, the way she talks, just the way she moves, she's the quintessential hood mother, right? Too focused about how she looks, too focused on, if her body is looking snatched, too focused on her hair, her makeup, and how good she looks in the videos, and she's not more concerned about what her son is doing in them streets. What her kids are doing in those streets. Building that home. Creating a good home. She had a good black man. Papoose is a good black man. Can we all agree on that? Papoose is a good black man. They don't make him like Papoose, man. That's a good black man right there. So she had a good black man. But I'm asking, was she one of those mothers that was more concerned about, her career? More concerned about how good she looked in the mirror. More concerned about, how her boobs was looking, her body was looking. Maybe she was more concerned about her 16s in the studio, and she wasn't watching. She wasn't parenting that son in the home. I'm here to ask you that question. I'm here to ask y'all that question. Was she more concerned about, things of that nature? And if you don't know Remy Ma, she actually did some jail time. Back in the day, I remember the case vaguely, but back in the day, Remy Ma, she was a young up-and-coming rapper doing her thing in the city of New York. She got into a disturbance with one of her friends. One of her friends allegedly stole $1,000 from her. She confronted that friend that stole money from her, and the whole kerfluffle and the whole, thing, and in the whole melee that happened, she gets into an argument with her friend, and a firearm comes out, and her friend ultimately gets shot in the stomach, from what I remember. Remy Ma, she goes on to do some jail time. If I'm not mistaken, she sat down for at least maybe 8 or 9 years for that whole skirmish So this is a woman that's well aware of doing time, well aware of the penal system, well aware of what it's like behind bars. This is something that she should be, warning her son about. That lifestyle, that way of life, that way of thinking. This is something she should have been pulling her son away from. But now her son is in this predicament. It's something to think about. If I don't know if a lot of y'all knew that story. Yeah, but it's absolutely nutty. Yeah, we got 15 votes. Let me just read the votes real quick. Did Remy Ma fail her son? And we got about 16 people in here. Hey, while you guys are in here, please hit that like button. That is a warning. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. That is a warning. Warning, 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 warning. That's a damn warning. Hit that damn like button. Hit that damn subscribe button, all right? But let me just read these votes. Did Remy Ma fail her son? We have 62% says yes, and we have 48%, actually, 38% that says no, they did not. I'm gonna go into the belief that she did fail her son. Respectfully, no disrespect. Sinclair says, so who raised her son while she was incarcerated? From what I believe, Sinclair, Papoose, that good black man, salute to Papoose, that's a good black man right there. I believe he was raising her son. Right? I believe he was raising her son while she was doing time behind bars, crafting her 16, bussing down soups, eating ramen noodles. Papoose was taking the responsibility. Papoose was holding down the house. If you don't know, I saw the interview where Papoose talks about that time when Remy Ma was inside, when she was doing some jail time. He talks about that time. He actually, this is how good of a black man this man Papoose is. Let me show you how good of a black man this man is. Because I remember Papoose when he first came out. When Papoose came out, let me just give y'all the knowledge of Papoose. This is Remy Ma's husband. When Papoose came out, he was one of the most biggest up and coming stars in New York we had ever seen. We were speaking of Papoose in the same breath as a 50 Cent. Go back to that time. This had to be around 2005, 2006. We were looking at Papoose as the next generation of New York. We were looking at Papoose as a carrier of the torch that was going to hold New York down for the next 10 years. That's how we was looking at this man. When Remy Ma went to prison, he put his career on the back burner for this woman. Fire, 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 fire. We talking about money, record deals, concerts, the further, the embedment of your career, hoes on the road, fast cars, fast money. He put all of that on the back burner because he loved this black woman right here. Fire, 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 fire. Again, hit that like button. We got about 21 people in here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But Papoose put that career on the back burner for this black woman, right? And I'm sure he has helped to raise her kids. I'm sure he has helped to build that family and build that home. But this is the issue that I'm having, right, in terms of her son, right? Because do I think that Remy Ma was one of those hood mothers that, listen, let me say this as well. Let me say this, right? See, in the hood, we have this thing called hood mothers, right? Hood mothers were the type of mothers that were cool, right? You can go to like if you were in school and a girl had a hood mother or a girl had like a young mom or something like that's what Remy Ma was, a young mom, hood mother. She would be the quintessential girl that you go to her house, you lay it down, you go into the fridge, you go get yourself some Kool-Aid, you go make yourself a sandwich, you know, you're chilling with mom in the kitchen, you go roll a L, you're licking blunts, you're hitting blunts with the mom, the cool mom, the hip mom. Remy Ma was one of those types of girls. She was one of those types of moms, in my opinion. Because you gotta think, Remy Ma is not removed from these things. She's in the hip hop industry. She's, you know, in the hip hop stratosphere. You know, she's in, you know, she strikes me as one of the hood moms from back in the day. One of the hood moms that are more concerned about going to the club, going to the turnout event, you know, linking up, going to get some D. She's more concerned about what outfit she's gonna wear in the club, you know, on a Friday, Saturday night. But she's not concerned about what her son is doing in the streets, what her daughter is doing in the back seat of somebody's car. She's more concerned about what she's doing. She's more concerned about herself, how she looks, what she's doing, who she's dating. She's not concerned about what her sons and her offspring is doing. That's the type of mom she strikes me as. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I see it. She strikes me as one of those cool moms. She doesn't strike me as one of those moms that are an authoritative figure, a mom's mom. You know, she strikes me as one of the cool moms. And it makes me wonder, you know, was she... Now listen, it takes a home to raise a son. You know, I don't know about, you know, Remy Ma's baby father. I don't think her son is it's not Papoose son. It's because they only share one daughter together. So that's not Papoose son. So I don't know if his father, if her baby father, which is his father, is in that young man's life, helping to guide him, helping to, you know, shape his mind and to really think, you know, because it's going to take more than a single mother to raise a young man, right? Because, you know, a woman is a nurturer. When, you know, you're going to need both sides of the coin. And when it comes to parenting, the mother is supposed to bring in the nurturing side, the loving side, sometimes the overbearing. You know how mothers can be overbearing. That's the side of the mother that comes to the parenting table. That's what they bring to the table. The father is supposed to bring in the authoritative figure. The father is supposed to bring in the you know, the providing, the life lesson, the learning experience, even and a lot of times the tough love as well. That's the side of that's the side that the father is supposed to bring. So when that side is missing, and you only have that nurturer, you only have that side that's coddling, you only have that side that's not necessarily chastising the son and doing the things that needs to be done to mold his mind and keep him in place and keep him in check. You only have that mother side. That son may go awry. That son may go straight. That son may go, you know, into another path that he wasn't meant for. Nelly's in the building, salute to Nelly. Nelly's in the building, salute Nelly. Nelly's in the building, salute, 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 salute. But hey, y'all keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button. We in here tonight. We talking about Remy Ma's son. Did Remy Ma fail her son? I want to know. Let me know. And to be real with y'all, I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a real, right? You know, I've dealt with mothers like Remy Ma, right? And listen, I don't know Remy Ma personally. I'm just going off of what I see, right? What I see with Remy Ma, she still wants to be in the mix. Think about it. She's running around with Easy the Block Captain. Even if it's not true, that she has been cheating on Papoose, even if it's not true that she has been in an entanglement, if you will. Let me hit the thundering for that one. Even if it's not true, the fact that she is allowing that to play in the perception of people's minds, she is in error. You don't make a fool of your husband. You don't make a fool of the father of your children. You don't make a fool of the man that you have decided to have a child with, the man that you have decided to marry, the man that you have decided to be with. You don't make a fool out of that man. And that's what she has done with Easy the Block Captain. So what I'm saying here is that she strikes me as one of those cool moms, one of those moms that you could come into the house with a nickel bag of weed and you could probably blow down the L with your mom. She strikes me as one of those young moms. She strikes me as one of those moms, you'll be late night at a party. Let's say you're 18 years old and you finally going to clubs. You're in a club late night and you're on the wall dancing with some chick, and then you glance to the left and you see your mom in the VIP section. She strikes me as one of those young moms. Fire, 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 fire. She strikes me as one of those young moms. You're in Sue's Rendezvous. You don't know what Sue's Rendezvous is. It's a New York strip club. You'll be in one of those New York strip clubs. You're throwing ones. You a young man in the strip club throwing ones, and then you glance to the left, you see your mom in there with Easy the Block Captain. He throwing ones too. He throwing ones with your mom. She strikes me as one of those women. Fire, 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 fire. Always wants to be in the mix. Always want to turn up. More concerned with, having a good time, going out, more concerned about her body than she's more concerned about being a loving mom. Taking care of the home, holding down the home, molding and shaping the mind of her young son. You have to ask yourself, a young man that, now listen, Remy Ma, she hasn't been rich all her life, but I'm sure that she has been able to award her son things that she hasn't had in life, right? I'm sure that she's been able to award herself things that he hasn't been, things that she hasn't been able to have in life. She probably grew up in the Bronx, in the projects, welfare, government cheese. I'm sure that was her life when she was growing up. Her son isn't growing up like that. You have to ask yourself, what makes a young man that's growing up privileged? I'm sure he probably went to private school. He probably had all the toys on Christmas. He had probably all the BMXs, all the action figures, all the video games. What makes a kid that was privileged, growing up in a privileged home with a woman that's successful, a black man in the home? Don't forget, even let's say his biological father wasn't there. Papoose was there. So you had a black father or a black figure in that home. What makes a man that grows up in that type of household want to go into the street life aspect, want to go into an aspect of deleting someone, running around with thugs that are deleting people? What makes a young man that grew up in a privileged lifestyle do those types of things? I'm asking you. Maybe you guys could give me some insight, because I don't know. So maybe you guys can give me some insight on that. Maybe you guys can let me know in terms of that. We got 40 people in here. Hey, we got 40 people in here. I need y'all to hit that like button. I'm not even gonna talk anymore. Hit that damn like button. That's a warning. Warning, 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 warning. It don't make no damn sense that we got 40 people in here. I'm looking at it. 40 people 40 damn people, but you can't hit the damn like button. Hit that damn like button right now. I ain't playing with y'all.
Warning, 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 warning.
Put some respect on my damn like button. Put some damn respect on my subscribe button. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all better hit that like button. You better put some respect on my damn like button. You gonna respect my macking. You gonna respect my pimping. Put some damn respect on my like button. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, hit my like button, man. I'm not playing with y'all, man. Let me actually take a look. Hold on, because we got 40 people in here, and y'all not hitting the like button. Hit that damn like button. 8 likes. 8 likes. And I like this video. I like this video. So I know at least one of those likes are mine. So it's really 7. Hit the damn like button. Why y'all so lazy? I can't believe y'all. Y'all want to be looky-loos. Y'all want to be looky-loos, but don't want to hit the damn like button. Don't want to put no respect on my like button. Put some damn respect on the damn like button, man. It don't cost you nothing. It's not like hitting the like button is going to cost you $1 or it's going to cost you $5 or it's going. Yeah, some of y'all, hold on. I gotta roast some of y'all. Hold on. Some of y'all are paying $20 a month to go to a gym. You ain't even going to the gym. You paying $20 for a gym membership and you ain't even going to the gym. But you won't hit my like button. Some of y'all have a subscription right now. You got a subscription to Hulu, Amazon. You ain't even using it. You just watching YouTube videos. You not watching no new shows on Amazon, no new shows on Netflix. But you won't hit my damn like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit a damn like button. It's at the top. Oh, actually it's on this side. It's at the top left. It's 3 buttons on this side. You hit the 3 You hit the 3 buttons on this side. Oh, my fault. Right here. There we go. Right here. You hit the 3 buttons right here. Something pulls down. You hit the thumb sign, man. It don't cost you nothing, man. Nigga gotta stop the damn show just for you niggas to hit the damn like button. What is wrong with y'all? What's they gotta stop the show just for y'all to do that, man. It don't make no damn sense. Salute to Taylor Johnson. Salute to Nelly. Yeah, Nelly says, yeah, smash the like button. Yeah, man, hit that like button. Hit that like button, man. Put some respect on my like button. But when it comes to Remy Ma, Remy, and let me just look at the votes real quick. And salute to everybody that's in here. Well, we got 55 votes. Wow, 55 votes. Salute. Did Remy Ma fail her son? 78% says yes. Wow. 78% says yes. Wow. People are agreeing that, Remy Ma has failed her son. And like I said, I've seen mothers like Remy Ma. I'm sorry, but I have. I've seen mothers like, and the sad thing about it is, the cool mom, the ghetto mom. It doesn't work. All of those young kids, right, that had the young moms or the ghetto mom or the cool mom or whatever, all of those kids that had that type of mom, they didn't end up in good circumstances, Their son wound up ending up in prison. Their daughter wound up, getting pregnant at a young age, wound up being another single mother, carrying on the tradition of being a single mother. Those young ghetto moms, they weren't good for their kids. They were actually toxic for those kids. What those kids needed was a protective mom, a mom that cared more about the development of their daughter, the development of their son, being a mother, encouraging, protecting, molding and shaping the minds, and not trying to be their friend. A lot of these ghetto-fied moms, a lot of these mammy moms that want to be young, hip, and cool, a lot of them don't want to, they'd rather be the friend. They don't want to be the mom that tells them no. They don't want to be the mom that tells them, no, you can't go out to the club tonight. No, you can't wear that dress. No, you can't smoke no weed in my house. No, you can't do that. A lot of them tell them, yeah, come in here. Let's roll up that eighth. Let's roll up some moon rock. Yeah. Girl, this is what they tell their daughter. Girl, I'm gonna get me some D tonight, girl. I'm gonna get me a fifth of Henny. And listen, girl, you better be asleep because I'm bringing the men's in here. That's what they tell their daughters. A lot of these, and trust me, I've heard the horror stories. Of a lot of these ghetto-fied moms, these young moms. And I'm not saying that Remy Ma did all of these things. I'm just giving a scenario, and I'm just saying, this could be the type of mom that Remy Ma was, that has caused her son to go down this path. And he's innocent until proven guilty, right? And that's another thing. He's innocent until proven guilty. Because I don't know if he did this or not. He's innocent until proven guilty. But the horror stories, right? With a lot of these young moms, the horror stories, these young moms, they're more concerned about the turn up, the club, looking good, yada, 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 their hair, their nails, all of these different things. And what do? They go out, they go find a man, right? An older man around their age. And what do? They bring them in the home, the same home that their teenage daughter is in. Hear me out. Hear me out. It's very sad, but it's real. It is true. A lot of these women, these single women, that's the hip, the cool mom. They go out to the club, right? They go out to the late night, the grown and sexy party. Doom, 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 doom. The grown and sexy party, whatever. They go out, they go find a man, they go date this man, they bring this man, this little bum-ass nigga, this 50-year-old, 45-year-old bum-ass nigga, they bring him into the home, knowing that they got a 16-year-old young girl in the house, teenage girl, hormonal, right? And they bring this old man into the home. And what happens? That old man, he tries to respect, it's sad, but he tries to make a move on that young girl in the home. And a lot of things happen, a lot of I've heard the sad stories. I've dated a lot of young women that have confided in me that when they were young, it may not have even been 16. It may have been younger sometimes. It may have been 15, 14, 13, even younger. These women that bring these older men in their homes, they allow them to stay in their homes, and now you got some 50, 40-year-old men laying on the couch. He ain't got no job. He's sitting around the home. The mother, she goes to work. She goes out to go to work. She goes out to do whatever she got to do. And now that old man is in the home with that teenage girl. And now that young girl's being sexually assaulted. That happens because this young mother, this young mammy, that wasn't taking care of her child, taking care of her home, watching her kids, making sure that this old stumble bum, this ragamuffin, this broke ass nigga, You allowed this man to come into your home, and now he has violated your daughter. He's violated your home. That's the sad reality of a lot of these young hip moms, these ghetto-fied moms, and they wound up ruining their young daughters' lives. They wound up ruining their young daughters' lives because they're more concerned with a turn up, partying, right? Hustling for a check. Oh, I gotta look good. I gotta get some D. That's my man. That's my man. You should have been a mother. You should have been taking care of your home. You should have been parenting your daughter. You should have been on them. You should have been watching them. And now a tragedy has occurred. It's sad, but it does happen, right? Yeah. Nelly says, don't bring strangers near your children ever. That's a fact. Don't do that. That's a fact. Don't ever do that. Teller says, man, true, I had an ex that had a stepdad make a move on her. Yeah, man, that happens. You know how many young women that, I've dated, right, that has confided in me? You know how many women have confided in me in that and told me, yeah, when I was younger, something happened to me. When I was younger, I was violated. When I was younger, I've heard the story before. A lot of young women have confided in me and told me these types of stories of these things happening to them, right? So it is a sad reality. And a lot of these young moms, a lot of these ghetto-fied moms, they allow their children to be around these grown men, and things like that happen. Things like that happen. And these things also work in reverse too. Right? Because, I'm talking about the young daughters, but what about the sons? You're more concerned, think about it, you're more concerned going out to the club, partying, you're bringing, these random men in the house. Your son ain't being watched. Think about it, your son don't got no father figure. His father's in jail. His father is a deadbeat dad. He don't got no father figure. You not watching him. He don't have nobody to look up to be around. And now you're forcing the streets to raise him. You're forcing his friends to raise him. You're forcing hip hop to raise him. Whatever his favorite rapper is. And now he's falling into the streets. Now he's in and out of jail. He's in all the gangs and he's in all these different nonsense and things like that. And now his life is being ruined because you refuse to be a parent. Why my soundboard stop messing up? That's weird. Yeah, man, but it's a sad reality. Really? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. The sad reality, though. Did I freeze on y'all? Let me know if I froze on y'all, because, give me 1 second. Did I freeze on y'all? All right, okay, I didn't freeze. I thought I froze on y'all because my computer said something. Yeah, but we got about 64 votes. Again, hit that like button. We got about 10 damn likes. Come on, y'all. We got 50 people in here and there's only 10 likes. What is wrong with y'all? Hit the damn like button. Hit the damn like button. I don't get what your problem is. What's your problem? Hit the damn like button. 50 plus people in here, y'all still don't want to hit the like button. I don't get it. Like, what is your problem? Hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing. Oh man, let me look at these votes real quick. Did Remy Ma fail her son? 74% says yes. 26% says no. Now, I would like to hear from the people that are saying no. I would love to hear from you. Is there anybody in here, anybody in the chat room right now that is saying no, that you don't believe that Remy Ma has failed her son? I would like to hear from you, Salute, Teller Johnson. Teller Johnson said, I have subscribed. Salute. Thank you, Teller Johnson. Respect. Thank you. Salute to Teller Johnson. Said he has subscribed. Salute to him. Salute. Yeah, but I would love to hear from the people who are saying no, she hasn't failed her son. Now, let me play devil's advocate. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second. Let me play devil's advocate. Now listen, is there a such thing of you being a good parent and taking care of your child, doing everything necessary that you need to do as a parent, literally doing everything you need to do? You make sure they go to school. You make sure they got money for school. You're picking them up. You're involved in the child's life. You're involved in their homework. You're on top of them. You're making sure they eat. You're making sure they're clothed. You're making sure they got new shoes for school. I mean, literally, like, you're on top of your child. You're trying to be the best parent that you can possibly be, and you've done everything that is possible to give this child the best life that you can. Is there a such thing as you doing that and your son or your daughter still falling off that path or going into a path of negativity and them being in gangs or them being, a promiscuous girl or things of that nature? Can that happen? Absolutely, that can happen. Absolutely, that can happen. And it's more so by, let me see if I can find the right word. It's more so by your kid falling in with the wrong circle. And I'm also going to say influences. If they have bad influences and them falling into the wrong circle, that can happen. Yes, that can happen. And maybe Remy Ma, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Maybe Remy Ma did do everything for this young man. Maybe Remy Ma was on top of him in terms of school. She fed him. She clothed him. She was involved in his life. She did everything possible that she could have done. But, he fell in with the wrong crowd. He fell in with the wrong young men. He had bad influences. So that absolutely can happen if I'm playing devil's advocate. And, that happens as well. So I can't just, act like that doesn't happen as well. But if you ask me, just from what I've seen, now listen, I don't know Remy Ma, right? I don't know Remy Ma. I'm going off of what I've seen. I've seen Love and Hip Hop. I've seen this woman in the hip hop industry for the greater half of maybe 15 to 20 years. I've seen her personality. Let me hit the button on that. I've seen her personality. I've also seen the way this woman carries herself. I've also seen this woman go to jail and shoot one of her friends. She shot one of her friends over $1,000, ladies and gentlemen. $1,000. Think about that. Now listen, nobody wants to be bamboozled. Nobody wants to be scammed. Nobody wants to have something stolen from them. But $1,000? $1,000, Remy? You shot your friend over a band, a punk ass band? I mean, that's kind of low. That's kind of low. So I've seen all of these things. And if you ask me, just from the outside looking in, I believe that Remy Ma was one of those ghetto-fied moms, one of those hood moms, one of those young moms that, she didn't care if her son came into the house and he was smelling like, an eighth of weed. She didn't care if her son came in and he had a red flag in that back pocket hanging out the left side. Yeah, that's the left side because that's the Crip side. She didn't mind her son doing those things. She didn't mind seeing her son, come into the house with a young girl and he take her to the room and she heard rooms and she just mind her business. Oh, my son just having fun. She strike me as one of those moms that, she was allowing a lot of things, You know, she thought it was cute that she had a little hood burger son. You know, a lot of that's another thing. That's another thing. I'll talk about that. Because I've seen and again, because I always have to stress this. I don't like to generalize. So when I say black women, I'm not saying all black women. I don't want to generalize. All black women are not like this. Okay? So I'm not generalizing. But I've seen black women, not all again, not generalizing. I've seen black women get into this thing where they want like a ghetto son. They want like a ghetto-fied son that's, you know, he crippin' and he smokes on weed and he got all the chicks in school. They be thinking that types of stuff is cute. Like they want a little hood burger son or something like that. They think it's cute. They think it's cute to have like a little hood booger son, to have a son, you know, that's a hood booger. And then when these things escalate, when these things evolve, and now your son is in all the gangs and he got 2 girls pregnant, you know, and he's in and out of jail, then you're realizing, man, I should have got my son into a private school. I should have got my son, you know, I should have been teaching my son how to be a respectable black man. I should have been teaching my son to, you know, to be a nerd. I should have been teaching my son to, you know, have some coof, to have some respect for himself. But it's too late because you raised your son to be a hood booger. You know? It's the reality of the situation right there. You know? You know? Sinclair says, but she normalized prison. That affects the kids. If she was a bank teller, bet the odds would be better for him. I agree. Because you gotta think about that, right? That's not normal for a young man to grow up and his mother's in prison. I mean, like, come on, your mother's in prison. Can you imagine your mother being in prison for 8 years? You didn't have your mother around you for 8 years. I mean, in most situations, the father is missing in the black neighborhood or in the nuclear family. The father will go missing, or the father will leave and be an absentee father. That normally doesn't happen with the black mother. So I'm sure that time away from his mother in his formative years as a young man, I'm sure that had a great impact on him. I'm sure that was a very profound impact on him for her to be missing for, let me look this up real quick. Let me just look this up. I just want to see, excuse me, I want to see how long she was in prison, because I said it was 8 years. I'm not sure if it was 8 years or if it was 10. How long was Remy Ma in prison? Hold on. Let me just look this up. I want to be factual. How long was Remy Ma in prison? Here we go. Just want to look this up real quick. Remy Ma gets 8. Okay, so I was right. She was in jail for 8 years. So yeah, I mean, her son was probably really young. Her son was probably 4 or 5 at that time. So you got a 4 or 5-year-old son, and he's missing his mother for 8 years. I mean, I'm sure that had a great impact on him. I'm sure that was like a hole in his heart, you know? Your mother's your nurturer. I mean, when you're a young kid, when you're a young boy, especially a young boy, your mother's everything when you're a young man. So I'm sure that had a great impact. I mean, that's very sad, you know, just even reading that now, realizing that he didn't have his mother for 8 years, and because she was in prison for shooting one of her friends. I mean, it's very sad, very sad. But you know, man. But did she fail this young man? Did she, like Sinclair said? I have to agree with what Sinclair said. Did she normalize that type of behavior? Did she normalize that type of behavior in the household where she made it look like, okay, well, it's nothing to go to jail. It's not a big deal, you know. People go to jail, they do time, they come back out. Did she normalize that type of behavior? Did she normalize that type of thing of, you know, just going to jail? It's not a big deal. It's just a minor thing. Pokemon says, in the Hispanic community, grandma raises the kids often. Both parents fail sometimes. Well, listen, that happens in the black community as well. You know, grandma, they're always leaning on grandma to fix this, the mothers and the fathers' problems. They do that in the black community as well. But we have to remember that it's not grandma's responsibility to raise your child. Grandma wants to retire. Grandma wants to live out her golden years. Grandma, she done did her job already. She done raised this woman who decided to have a child. It's not her responsibility. A lot of times, people, they lean too hard on their grandmothers. They lean too hard on them, and it's like, bro, y'all laid down together, y'all created this baby. You need to step up. You need to be around. You can't be leaning on grandma to fix all of your damn problems. You need to be, the best mother and the best father that you can be. But that happens in the black community as well. It absolutely does happen in the black community. We absolutely deal with that too. We got about 42 people in here. I need y'all to hit that like button. Again, hit that damn like button. That is a warning. Warning. Again, we got 40 plus people in here. I need y'all to hit that damn like button. How many times do I have to say it? We got 40 plus people in here. Why can't I have 40 likes? Warning. If I got 40 people in here, just hear me out. I hate to do this, but I have to. Right? If I have 40 people right now, right? I looked at the thing for a couple seconds, right? I would think at least, I would have at least 20 likes. At least 20 likes. Let me get 20. Half of y'all hit 20. At least half of y'all. Maybe I would ease up a little bit. I got 20 likes. Let me ease up a bit. I got 20 likes. Let me fall back. 20 people liked. Let me ease up. They liked it. 40 people and half of y'all can't hit the damn like button. Come on, son. Hit that damn like button. Warning. I'm up here in this hot ass room, sweat my balls off. It's hot in this room right now. And another thing, I got 88 votes. 88 people voted, but you won't hit the damn like button. Make that make sense. The 88 people. No, I did. I think I just hold on. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Am I back? Am I still frozen? I'm back? Okay, all right. Yeah, I just seen on my thing where it froze, so I think I'm back now. I'm going to look into that tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but the weekend, in terms of what's going on with my OBS and why is it shutting down, shutting back off. And I'm going to start looking into that because I've been having this issue for a while. So, let me just read some of you guys' thoughts. Go to some of you guys' thoughts. 1 second. Let me read some of these thoughts. Sinclair says, tell her, that's great. Proud of her changing her past, creating a future. You were responding to Teller. Teller says, it's kind of messed me up, but got over it. If she got out and got her own business and brought a house, half her kids work for her now. Oh, you were talking about, okay, your mom. Okay, Teller was saying my mom was in prison for 5 years. Facts, it's like they want them to go down the wrong path. Yeah, man, sometimes that happens, man. It's sad. It's sad, It is sad. That is sad. Marquillo says, where are you live? I'm not telling you where I live. Let me give you a clue, though. I'm going to give you a clue. If you look at my hat, I think you have enough clues of where I live. Look at my hat. My hat is a dead giveaway. If you want to know where I'm from, my hat is a dead giveaway. If you want to know. Not even gonna say it. My hat's a dead giveaway. It's a dead giveaway if you want to know where I'm from. I can't give you any more clues than this hat where I'm from. But yeah, man, you know, Remy Ma. Personally, like I said, I think that, you know, did she let her son down? In essence, yes. In essence, she kind of did. Just because, you know, I don't think that she was absent in her son's life for a matter of years. Not just that, but I think that she was too much of a cool mom. She was too much of a hip mom. You know, she wanted to be a hip hop mom. Now, I'm not saying that she was allowing her son to smoke weed in her house and all of that. I'm not saying that. She probably wasn't even like that. But I'm saying that, you know, she wasn't teaching her son to be she, like, sometimes, listen, let me put it to you like this, right? I think this is a great analogy what I'm about to say. If you grew up in the hood, right? Let's say you grew up in the hood. Let's say you grew up two by the head, two by the foot, project buildings, government cheese, you know, ghetto hood rats fighting over fish dinners, pissy elevators. If that's how you grew up, right? And you managed to get out of that neighborhood, get yourself a house in a nice middle-class neighborhood, you should be teaching your kids to be better than where you come from and who you was as a young person. You should not be teaching your kids how to be hood rats or hood boogers in a middle-class neighborhood. You've left the hood. You've left the pissy elevators. You've left the projects and the government cheese. You've left that behind. You went to the middle-class community, and now you should be teaching your kids how to be middle-class kids. Kids that speak proper. Kids that possibly go to private school, kids that, you know, that are creative, kids that aren't trying to be ghetto or gangster or trying to be, you know, a promiscuous girl. You know, you should be teaching your kids how to be nerds, essentially. Teaching your kids how to be nerds. Not to be soft. You know, you got to give your kids some type of masculinity or give your kids a sense of fighting back. But I'm saying that you should be teaching your kids how to be better than you. Don't teach them how to be hood boogers. And I see this a lot in the black community that, you know, they want to rub off that ghetto energy or that, you know, project mentality on their kids. You should be teaching your kids how to be better than you. If you know you grew up in a ghetto community with gangsters and hood rats and all this other nonsense in the community, you shouldn't be teaching your kid how to be the next generation of that. You should be teaching your kid how to be better than that, wiser than that, stronger than that, more intellectual than that. That's what you should be raising your kids to be. You know? Taylor Johnson says, preach. Exactly, man. I'm just keeping it real, you know? Should be teaching your kids how to be that. And I don't think that Remy Ma, respectfully, I don't think that Remy Ma was doing that. I think Remy Ma did everything that she could in terms of providing. You know, she made sure her son probably had all the Jordans. I'm sure he had all the Jordans. He had all the polos. He had all the streetwear gear. He probably had all the fancy clothes. He probably had chains, watches. He probably had a car. Remy Ma probably got him a car. I'm sure she gave him all the things he needed financially or wanted financially, but she wasn't molding his mind to not be like this ghetto entity, to be this like, there's no reason that you have a black son in a middle class or in a nice neighborhood, and he's being raised to be on demon time. You know, your son shouldn't be on demon time. Your son should be doing code breaking. Your son should be learning how to run the next Fortune 500 company. I mean, you've had things given to you that the normal black child hasn't been awarded. Her son shouldn't have been on demon time, or doing these things, running around with individuals like he was. But it's sad that this story has went this way, And again, he's innocent until proven guilty. I don't know what he did, or if he did it, or if he didn't do it, But it's a sad story. And I've seen a lot of young black mothers raise kids like this. They've raised kids like this, and it just makes you think, and it just reminded me, because hear me out, right? Because I'm a middle class kid, right? I had a pretty much middle class upbringing, brand new bikes almost every year. I had a beautiful childhood. Pretty much anything that, not anything, but mostly anything that I wanted, I got. My parents, they took very good care of me. They spoiled us every Christmas, every birthday. They spoiled us. Very beautiful childhood I had, right? And I seen things like this where I'm not going to say the young man's name, but I grew up with a young man, and he was spoiled as a kid. He grew up in a middle class neighborhood just like me. He was spoiled. He got everything that he wanted in life. He got, just like me, he got a brand new bikes, mopeds, toys, all these different things. His mother would spoil him, but she wasn't teaching him and molding his mind. Yeah, she was spoiling him and giving him a better life than maybe she had, but she wasn't teaching her son how to be a respectable black man, or not, let me not even say respectable black man, to not go into the lifestyle of criminality. Let's just say that. Because I'm not going to say, they didn't teach, because I think that Remy Ma's son probably has some cool, I don't think he's a dumb man. He's probably a smart young man. But she wasn't teaching her son to stay out of the womb of criminality. And I've seen this in the neighborhood that I've come from. I've seen young men that were spoiled. They grew up in middle class neighborhoods, but they still went into the womb of criminality. And it goes to show you could spoil a kid, you could give them everything they want, the toys, the bikes, the mopeds, the video games. That's not building character. That's not teaching your son how to be a respectable, law-abiding citizen. You have to build character. You have to build mindset. You have to give morals. You have to teach your son how to be the next positive generation for the future. And I think that a lot of young black mothers, not all of them, I don't like to generalize, but some of them do that with their young children. They spoil them, but they don't build character. They're not building morals. You got your young son in the back seat. You're spoiling him. You're giving him everything he wants. And you're playing NBA young boy in the front seat. You're blasting it. He's listening to it. He's bobbing his head. But you're not breaking down to him like, son, this is just entertainment. It's just music. I do not want you to be like NBA young boy. I don't want you to emulate him. I don't want you to be anything like that. I want you to be the next doctor. I want you to be the next astrophysicist, the next astronaut. I want you to be the next upstanding, law-abiding citizen that's an intellectual black man for the future. That's what I want for you. We're not teaching young boys, young black boys to be that. You know, we're not breaking down a lot of things for our young boys. You know, we're not breaking it down for them. We're not. Absolutely not. We're not. And it's just something that, you know, I have to talk about, something that we have to really go through. We got 55 people in here. Hit that damn like button. It's a shame I got to keep saying this.
Warning, 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 warning.
It's a shame that I got to keep saying this and saying it and saying it and saying it. It's like, hot damn, bro. Hit the damn 55 people in here. Come on. I should have 20 likes. Let me look at my likes right now. Hold on. 12. I'm thinking about ending this stream because I'm so disgusted right now. 50 people in here and 12 likes. That's ridiculous. And I'm not asking for 50 likes. I'm not asking for that. I'm not asking for 50 likes. I understand. Everybody ain't gonna like it. But 20 I can't get 20 likes. 20 likes. I can't get 20 likes from people in here. Now listen, hear me out. I know it's possible for you to hit the like button. You know why I know it's possible? Because you voted. 102 people voted on the damn poll. So I know you can hit the like button. It's incomprehensible that you can't. Because you already hit the poll. 102 people hit the poll. Oh my goodness, man. Oh man. Hold on. Let me look at some of these things. Syke says my birthday is on the 25th. Happy birthday to you, man. Happy birthday to you. Quran says OV ho. Okay. We're not talking about Drake and Kendrick tonight. That's not today's show. Teller says a lot of them get sucked into that type of lifestyle, especially hanging with the wrong crowd. They can get pressured into doing things they're not supposed to do. That's an absolute fact. That's true. I spoke about that, how, you know, it's not necessarily that the parents are doing a bad job. They have bad influences. The kids have bad influences. They're going to school, they fall into the wrong crowd, you know, or maybe they just have bad influences around them. That 110% happens. Kids falling into the wrong crowd. That's why it's important to know who your kids' friends are. It could be a life or death situation. You know, when your kid goes to school, you need to ask them, who are your friends? Who are the young men that you're hanging around? I want to know their parents. I want to know what type of home they have outside. Because if you do a quick research, if you find out who your kids are going to school with, who they're hanging out with, and then you get to know who that young kid is, and then you get to do your research. Let me talk to their parents. Then you could, you know, you could really look and see, okay, does my kid need to be hanging around this person? Oh, nah, my son ain't hanging around this young man. He got a thought mother that don't take care of her home. You know, her son be all out late at night. He only 12 years old. My son ain't hanging around him because my son ain't gonna be doing that. You need to be vetting the kids that your kid is hanging around with. You need to absolutely do that. It could be a life or death situation for your kid. Yes, you know, kids are impressionable. Your son hanging around with this young man, he liked to smoke weed, he liked to finger pop young girls and all this nasty stuff. Your son is out late, he's smoking weed, he doing all this crazy stuff out in the world. You don't know what's going on because you allowed your son to hang around with this kid, this bad apple. Now your kid is talking back to you. Now your kid is wilding out. Now your kid is a youth at risk because you wasn't watching the kids that your kid was hanging around with. Absolutely. That's a fact. That's an absolute Snapple fact right there. You know? Let me just read this vote real quick. Did Remy Ma fail her son? We have 68% says yes, 32% says no. I really want to, and again, Sinclair says like, subscribe, turn on the notification, join the chat, support the channel. That's an absolute Snapple fact. That is a warning as well.
Warning, 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 warning.
But all in all, I think Remy Ma kind of did, and listen, let me just say that, I don't know. I wasn't in the household. I don't know, for all I know, Remy Ma could have been the best mom that she could have been. And she did everything that she could within the reason, right? And maybe her son just fell into the wrong, crowd. So let me not just generalize her and just say, oh, well, she's just a bad mom. I don't know. I'm just going off of what I see, what I've heard, the things that I've saw. And if what I saw came to my conclusion that it possibly she may have. But in all reality, I don't know. I wasn't there, right? And it's a sad situation. It's a sad situation for her to be in. As a mother dealing with this situation, and I feel for her, I really do. I feel for her, and I feel for her family. It's a sad situation to be in. But we're talking about the topic. We're just going through it. We want to analyze this thing, and because this is something that absolutely happens in the black neighborhood. It definitely happens in the black neighborhood, and it's something that I've seen before, right? So it's just something we had to talk about. Give me 1 second. Mr. Starrise, salute to Mr. Starrise. You're not up to speed with the show. Remy Ma's son has caught a charge for deleting someone. That's the story. It's the story we was talking about. Remy Ma's son. And we're saying, did Remy Ma fail her son? Possibly, allegedly. I'm not saying that she did. I don't know. I wasn't there. This is just us looking at the story, taking the information that we have. Remy Ma is a public figure. She's been in the public for years. We've seen her on Love and Hip Hop. We're just taking what we know and what we've seen and implementing it to the discussion here. That's what we're doing. Yeah, it's a sad story. Mr. Starright says, "Oh damn, it's a sad story." Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, man, but it's crazy. Mr. Starrise, was it self-defense? No, they're saying that it was a possible, like a hit, possibly a hit, possibly like a hit, like something that someone ordered. Someone ordered it. Somebody ordered it for it to happen or something like that. Allegedly, that's what they're saying. Allegedly, like somebody put a hit on someone lost their life, and they're saying that Remy Ma's son was the one who committed the crime. And I'm just asking the question, what makes a young man that grows up in a sheltered neighborhood, that you would think has everything given to him? I'm sure he's grew up as a spoiled kid, got everything he needed. His mother's a celebrity. What makes a kid that is given everything go into that realm, go into that lifestyle? What makes a kid do that? Is it bad parenting? Is it the kids that is it the kids that this young man might have been around? Is it the negative influences? What is it? I don't want to just lay heavy on Remy Ma. I've been implementing different, things that could have happened. Maybe it was the friends. Maybe he just had a bad crew of friends. Negative aspects in his life. That was, giving him bad, advice and stuff like that. Maybe it was negative influence in his life that he's following. And then I also put in the, maybe it could have been the mother not doing the best job that she could have done. We're just implementing these things to the discussion. Absolutely. Yeah, Teller Johnson. Yeah, they said he was a drug kingpin. Now, why is her son allegedly? Because think about it. If he did this to a drug kingpin, that would lead me to say that he is also in some type of drug network, right? If you know who a drug kingpin is and you're committing crimes against a drug kingpin, I have to ask, or is her son in the drug industry? Is he a drug dealer? Is he working in cahoots with another drug organization? It makes you think, what is happening? Please don't tell me we got, a Power Book 2 going on here.
Fire, 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 fire.
Is Remy Ma on some Power Book 2 thing? Is she Tasha and her son Tariq? We need to know. Any of y'all watch Power, where Tasha had Tariq running around selling weight? Had a son out there selling weight. Is that what's going on? I need to know. Is Remy Ma out here with her son like Tasha and Tariq from Power? We need to know. Frank White says we need to steer the youth away from that lifestyle. That's a 1000% Snapple fact. I agree. We do need to steer kids away from that lifestyle because it only leads in two places. Mr. Starrise says I'm a father of 4, so I would definitely take the blame for not leading and influencing my son to make better decisions. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. You have to take some of the accountability for if your kid goes into that lifestyle. What are you teaching your kids? What morals and values are you instilling in that young man or that young woman to even go down that path? What are you teaching them? Absolutely. It's absolutely something for people to think about. It's a sad story. No matter, I feel for Remy Ma. It's a sad situation for her to be in. That her son is going through this, and that her son, no mother wants to see their son go to prison. No mother wants to see their son, because he's going to be serving. If he's found guilty, he's going to be doing some hard time. I can guarantee you that. Catching a body, he's going to be doing some hard time. No mother wants that for their child. Absolutely not. So it's real. It really is real. Again, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But we just want to talk about this story. We pretty much went through it. We got about 100 votes on this thing. Let me hit the button for it. We got 100 votes on this thing. Y'all wasn't hitting that like button, but y'all was damn sure hitting that voting button. 116 likes. Let me hit that one more time. 116 likes. Y'all wasn't hitting the like button, but y'all was hitting that voting button. Yeah, 117 likes. 65% says yes, she failed her son, and 35% says no, she did not. The reality is, I don't know. I'm gonna say that right now, because I don't know. I wasn't in the household. I don't know. It could have been his friends. It could have been him. He's a grown man. Could have been him that failed himself. A lot of times you can't blame the parents. The parents, let me say this, sometimes the parents, they do the best that they can, like nobody's parents are perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's parents are perfect. But did they do the best that they could have done? Did your parents do the absolute best that they could have done within their means? If Remy Ma did the absolute best that she could have done with the circumstances that was dealt to her, then you can't blame her. She did the best she could have done. Maybe she was always a hood booger. She was, she don't know no other way to be like how she is with her son. You know, maybe she realizes now that maybe the things that she was teaching her son probably wasn't that good. Maybe she tried to instill some good values in him. Maybe she tried to steer him away from a criminality lifestyle, and maybe, you know, she wasn't watching him like she should have, and maybe things have escalated into this point. Maybe she did do the best she could have done. Like, you know, I think we can't always blame or place all of the blame on the kids. He is a young man. He's not like 16, 17. He's a young man. He did make these choices himself. So we have to, you know, we have to be honest here. We have to put that in consideration. Absolutely. Frank White says, we put money at the top of everything, and some people don't have the patience to get it right, get it the right way. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Absolutely a fact. Sinclair says, Mr. Starrise, you are a great dad. Thank you for investing in those kids. They and you deserve that. That's a fact, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with taking care of your kids and being a good father, man. That's you know, every home needs that. Every home needs great fathers and good mothers, man. Absolutely. But thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for riding with this topic. Let me end the poll real quick. Hold on. I just want to put the poll in there. Let me end the poll. 1 second. 116 votes, man. 119 votes, excuse me. Look at the voting. Now, hold on, just 1 second before, you know, 119 goddamn votes, man. And you mean to tell me y'all couldn't hit that damn like button? Come on, man. 119 votes. Y'all can hit that like button now. Come on now. Y'all can hit that damn like button, man. Y'all not fooling me. Y'all not fooling me. But thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for riding out. We just want to talk about this topic. And like I said, let me just put a button on this topic. Did Remy Ma fail her son? Let me say this in Remy Ma's defense. Again, as a parent, sometimes you could do everything that you could solitary do. You try to do everything. You try to be a good parent. You fed them, you clothed them, you gave them a lifestyle better than your own. But sometimes, you know, your kid, you know, just went down the wrong path. They hung around with the wrong kids. They were impressionable, and, you know, bad habits has stuck to them, and it got out of your control. So let's not just lay heavy on Remy Ma. You know, maybe Remy Ma did do everything that she could have done as a parent. Maybe she did everything that she could have done. I mean, her son is a young man. Her son is not a 14, 15-year-old young boy. He's a young man. So, you know, he made these decisions, you know, he's innocent till proven guilty, but hypothetically, he made these decisions on his own as a young man. So I don't want to just, you know, just lay heavy on Remy Ma, like, you know, it's all her fault. You know, let's be a little bit reasonable and understand that he is a young man. He made his own decisions. But I just wanted to talk to the point of, could that have been the case? You know, was it just Remy Ma not on her job as a mother, or maybe it was her friend, maybe it was his friends, bad influences and stuff like that. We're just placing that and implementing that into the discussion. But I want to thank you guys for joining me. This is the Check In Report. Salute to Sinclair, salute to Nelly, salute to all my moms, salute to Teller for subscribing to the show. Salute to you. And I will see you guys on another show. I'm probably gonna do a live tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. I'm probably gonna do a live tomorrow on a different topic, a different thing. Y'all stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video on your way out. Thank you guys for joining me. We are out of here, man. I'm gonna holler at you guys tomorrow. We out. We out. Fire!